What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Elite Dangerous. Finally, we are back. Now, full disclosure, for those of you that missed my announcement video or just forgot, I guess, oops, wrong button. My computer died, so we're back up and running again. Theoretically, I have yet to actually get feedback. I recorded this the same day as my announcement video, so I've yet to actually get some feedback from you guys directly to confirm my theory, but if I'm right, I should have better quality stuff. Like, you'll notice, in theory, once again, if all this works out the way it's supposed to, this video should be my first Elite video in 60 FPS. Theoretically. So there's that. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that's going on. I went into more detail with my announcement video, so I don't want to clutter it up too much with, like this video. I don't want to clutter it up too much with, ooh, a Ferdy. I don't want to clutter up the video too much with all the stuff about, like, you know, what went into it and everything, with the exception to say that if you guys are happy that I'm back up and running again and you're excited about more videos and stuff, do be sure to leave Sleepless Arden some love in the comments, because if it wasn't for that guy, I would not be up and running yet, if at all. Again, I went into greater detail in my announcement video, so there's a lot more detail to it there, but suffice to say that basically the part picking, the assembling of a new PC and all that kind of stuff was much more involved and difficult than I expected it to be, and I thought I had a better understanding of it than I did. So yeah, his help and advice and stuff was invaluable. And if you haven't checked it out already, I do encourage you to go check out that announcement video, because I did spend quite a bit of time talking about the ins and outs and stuff and things. Though I didn't go into crazy detail. If everybody wanted to hear more of the story behind it, then that's fine. There's a lot of stuff that it wasn't just, you know, build a new system. I mean, there's actually a lot of stuff that went into it, and it was fun in hindsight. While I was doing it, it was kind of stressful and frustrating, made better by Zazalis's help. I really hope I'm saying that right. I even asked him about how to pronounce his name so I didn't screw it up, so I hope I'm not screwing it up. But yeah, so needless to say, it was a good experience now that it's done and everything's working and all that kind of stuff. I'm excited about it. While I was doing it, though, it was pretty stressful just because I didn't know stuff, so when anything didn't work, it was like, hey, why doesn't this work? You know. Now, more Elite related. I don't even remember where I left off. I know it wasn't in this version of the game. We're on 3.0 now, or 3.04 or something like that now. But we're not in where I left off, so they've actually made the beta active now, so we have stuff like the, material trader and all that kind of stuff. That we didn't have before. So that's pretty cool. Along with the, whatchamacallit, the audio galnet, also cool. Oh, and, I didn't have my settings set up right there. The other thing I was going to say is I did mention it in that update video, but for you guys that are just watching the Elite videos and not aware of that one or whatever, do let me know if there's anything in the videos that are odd or weird or don't sound right or doesn't look right. If you're not getting you know, the 60 FPS, if the frame rate's choppy or something, if the audio doesn't sync up right, doesn't sound right, anything like that, let me know, because I am still tweaking everything. I'm using OBS now. I haven't used it for actual live recordings before. The last announcement video I did and this Elite Dangerous video is the first ones I've ever done in OBS, so I'm still new at it, and I think I have everything set up pretty good. but quite frankly, I don't really know. Ooh, he's clean. That was almost bad. I do that every time. He's clean. This gunship's probably what they're fighting over here. No, not what they're fighting. He's mining a gunship? Come on, guys. Yeah, I don't know what they're fighting over there. Let's go find out. Now, there was another minor hiccup as well, which was my control scheme. I copied the file from... I googled it, and I found out where the file is stored. Copied it over. It didn't bring over my controls at all, so I had to try and remember what all the controls were and redo everything. It wasn't fun. And... oh, he's clean. Who are they fighting? This is so weird. So I think I got them kind of squared away. Like, they're about what they were before, I think. I don't really know, to be honest. So if I do something screwy and just reference, oh, control scheme or something, that's what's going on. I did change up. You might have noticed at the very beginning, if you were really, really quick and super observant, that... oh, come on. Really? You couldn't complete the scan? Come on, now. Seriously? Thank you. You might have noticed that I switched my... whatchamacallit? My fighters' orders without really going into my menu. I found that there's actually a button in the control schemes for that. And so I just set it to a button on my keyboard. And that's all she wrote. So now when I deploy a fighter, I can just tell it to switch to fire at will. Just a button press, which will make things a little bit easier. Most everything I think I got the same. There's a few changes I made to like frame shift and stuff like that that I thought might be a little more user-friendly, I guess. Because there were some things like you had to hold the button I have for killing the throttle down, which then you'd have to throttle back up in order to frame shift anywhere, stuff like that. So there's little things like that that I changed around a bit, and it'll be funny if I actually remember what they are, because I don't really remember what they are, to be honest. So yeah, just like I said, I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things. Like, I'm back, and I'm back to recording again, but I'm still working out the kinks in the... I really want to use OBS, to be honest. It compresses the files to a much smaller degree, so I can raise the render quality so that the overall render you guys see is better, and it takes less time for me to render it, which is awesome. And currently... with Fraps, all of my audio as well as the game audio is recorded into a single audio track. Now, OBS does have the ability to do it without doing that. Like, it can render a video with 2 audio tracks. Unfortunately, my version of Premiere is old enough, it doesn't know how to handle it. And so I can't really use it that way. But what I did find I can do is, even though it ends up all in one, it does record the track separately while it's recording it. Oh! Oh! My fighter just killed somebody! I was like, why did I get a bounty? And then I realized that my fighter actually took him out. Good job, buddy. That's what I pay you for. So, basically... gosh, I hate Fertile Answers. So what I was getting at was that I can do all of my noise canceling and stuff on my microphone before it gets into Premiere, right as it's recording. So what that means is I don't have to... Currently, the noise canceling and everything applied to the game sound as well, because of the Premiere sees it as all one audio track. So with OBS doing it while it's recording it, then I can basically take the effects off in Premiere and it won't distort the game audio, which is really cool. So there's that. It renders much, much faster. I can do a 40-minute video at higher quality render settings in like an hour and a half or something. And with Fraps' footage on my old system, it took it like 3.5 to 5 hours, depending on what I had it set for. Some of that is just my new PC. My new PC is better. So some of that is just the fact that it can render things faster. But it's made even better by using OBS. So I'm trying, so bear with me for the next few episodes and stuff. If there's something wrong with it, you know, if it's like, oh, the quality's low or the audio's bad or something like that. I did my best to get it where I thought it should be, but until I actually put out a video and hear back from you guys, I won't really know. So that's why I went ahead and doing this video for this, because I thought about waiting and doing it later, but I think everything is okay, so I decided to risk it. But yeah, if it ends up looking terrible or something, then just let me know. But I think I got everything kind of where it should go. I think a massacre contract. What the heck? 120,000. That's it. Meh. I'm good. And also, I really, really love that they've actually added, that. And by that, I guess this guy? By that, I mean, normally I had to push the 4 key and actually jump over to the comms panel to address any messages or anything that came through. And something about the new 3 update, when I look at it, it actually lets me, like, you can type in here, and then when you look away, it just goes away. So that's really cool that I don't have to actually press a button on keyboard and stuff to tab over and look at what my messages are and things. I really like that. There's a bunch of new updates that you guys are probably familiar with. I showed off a few of them in my beta video. Where did all the ships go, by the way? Are they just all dead? Oh, here we go. So yeah, there's a lot of new features. There's the Galnet audio. Oh, there we go. So there's the play Galnet audio, stuff like that, which is cool. There's, I don't think I can do it here. I think it's when you're at a station, but there's the trading, material trading stuff, which is kind of cool. And it looks like they've already updated. I saw a video on it that said that they had a really low storage, and it looks like they already updated it, because when they first did the patch, it was all like 150 or 100 or something. So that's kind of neat. I haven't really dove into that very much yet. Ooh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. But, so yeah, if you want more, a little bit more, I actually didn't go too much into more detail on the what went on with my PC building stuff, but I did go into a little bit more in my update video, as well as updates on current projects that I'm working on and their progress and stuff like that. So if you want any more on that, check that out. As far as Elite goes, I'm still kind of doing more of the same, as get more money, upgrade stuff, blah, blah, blah. I will, now that the new update has actually gone live, I will probably want to spend a little bit of time and get into the actual, whatchamacallit, the stuff I just mentioned, like the material trading. Ooh, this is not good. He hits hard. But yeah, I'll probably want to do some engineering and material trading so that I can actually optimize my modules and stuff that I already have. Ooh, he's target on my fighter. Nice.
Warning. Temperature critical.
No, he's not. We're actually not doing too bad against him, to be honest. He's an elite. That's not bad. I was thinking it was probably because he was a lower level, but I will say actively adjusting your power pips and stuff was a absolute lifesaver. Like, I don't know how I've survived this long in this game without knowing how to properly do that. And, I mean, I always tell people I'm kind of a novice pilot anyway, but it's like that, knowing to switch over to your system pips when you're about to take a beating like that, like I just did. Honestly, it's something the PS4 version showed me when I was trying to do all the training missions, and it was just getting demolished. So, yeah, this is actually going pretty good.
Temperature critical.
Ow. Oh, we got him. Ooh, that was cool! That was cool! It did like this whole, I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's like its shields came back right as it blew up. That was pretty awesome. Alright. Oh, hi! Hi there. Hi, buddy. I also think that I've got my... I think I finally actually did the controls for my galaxy map. You know, if some of you that have been watching my last few episodes, I kept saying I needed to do that. Because anytime I went into my galaxy map, I couldn't actually move around without the mouse. So, I'm going to take a quick pause, I think, until we can get some more ships in here. Alright, so I couldn't really find a whole lot of ships and stuff out there, so I figured I would take the time to travel back to someplace, wherever we were, and I found a station that was not too far. So I figured I'd head back. I hadn't been back in like 2 episodes, I think. I hadn't turned in anything. So I should have quite a few outstanding bounties and stuff like that to collect on. And we could probably tinker a little bit with the newer stuff and kind of check that out in case anybody had missed the beta. Now, I'm full disclosure, I don't know half of what I'm doing, mind you. But by the way, why is there one bar over there, but there's not a bar over here? That's kind of weird. I know it says heatsink, but still, it's kind of odd, right? So anyways. But yeah, so the system's back up and running. I'm still installing stuff, so I'm not really, like, up to running at 100%, but I had everything that I needed to start recording and things again. So I'm still working out the settings and stuff, so like I said, let me know what you guys think. Particularly audio is where I've had a lot of trouble. The video hasn't been giving me too much trouble. I think I did a bunch of test rendering and stuff, and I think I got the video about where I want it. But the audio, I'm still having issues with balancing my microphone volume with the game sounds and making sure that when the game gets quiet, I'm not like yelling like too loud, but at the same time when there's something going on and things are exploding, that I'm not being drowned out. And that's been surprisingly difficult. I've had quite a hard time with that. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, any insight you guys have on that would be a welcome, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Now I have to remember what my controls are for those. I changed up my frame shift and super cruise and all that kind of stuff. I changed up the controls a bit. Because before I just had a toggle frame shift, but if I actually wanted to super cruise or something like that, it wasn't really set up to where I could do that. I had to use the keyboard. And I changed up the controls this time since I had to redo them anyway. And I changed it to where I should have a combination of all 3. Like there's a super cruise, there's a hyperdrive, and then there's a toggle, I think. So I'll try the toggle one and see if that drops me out like it's supposed to. But yeah, and I've also played around a little bit with a noise gate on my mic to cut out any background noise and stuff, but I couldn't get it. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, so I'll have to use it that way. Alright, so I might as well turn off that toggle control. It didn't really work the way it was supposed to.
Dynamics, Juliet, Sierra, Hammer. Please comply with all Imperial dictates while docking at this facility. Your docking request has been...
Oh, I forgot! I don't have... Ooh, I forgot I don't have an auto dock on this, do I? Ugh. What did I replace it with? I don't remember what I replaced my auto dock with. Alright, well, we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Man, I haven't done this in a while. No wonder I haven't docked.
3,000 meters from touchdown.
wish the, I need to go down. 11. 11 right there. Right there, buddy. Alrighty. Yeah, I haven't done this in a minute. Sorry if it's amateur hour. I'm just kind of rusty at this. It didn't actually go too bad. Just tap it in. Right. Sweet! We didn't die! Huzzah! Okay. So first things first, I need to repair, refuel, and... Why, thank you, Captain. So I guess they've changed some of the crime stuff too, to where now it's tied to your ship or some such shenanigans. I don't fully understand all that. Haven't really looked into it before.
Incoming message.
Yay! Do I still have... Did I pay off my bounties before? Because I had bounties. Maybe it... Oh, maybe it wiped it because of the update thing. Possibly. Maybe. I don't really know. Alright, let's check. See, like this, I can just tab over. It's so nice. Reputation change. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. What was this one? Just all free software upgrade. Oh, this was... I wanted to leave this on because when I first logged in, it told me about this in case anybody hadn't read it. It's basically the upgrade to the scanner that they did in the new update, where now you can scan large capital vessels and you can target bigger parts of them or something like that. I've never done it before, but I read up on it and saw videos on it. So it's basically improved sub-targets and their scanner thingy-mabobbers, but I figured I would include that just in case anybody wanted to read it. Alright, so... engineer-wise... We have the blaster guy over here. But I don't have anybody else set up. I have 2 invites, but I have to do stuff. Now, if I were remote workshop, I don't know how this works either. I guess I have to go to an engineer, pin a blueprint, and then when I come back, I can use that, I'm guessing. Maybe. That might be how that works. I don't see... I wonder if you have to be at an engineer... You might have to be at the engineer's place. To do... excuse me. To do the, yeah. Material trade. You probably have to be at one of their workshops. Because... I think I was used to that because they did it in the beta where the main... system you started in the beta had like all of the stuff and things. There's also the new missions now, and the new missions let you do you pick your reward. So that's divided by these little lines. So like this one is 1,000,007 credits, biotech conductors, or a whole lot of reputation. So there's that. So that's a cool... I like that because if you're trying to go for... Like when I was trying to get all that reputation and influence and stuff, this would have been really helpful. And there's also that little blue... I'm pretty sure that's a specific symbol that I should know, but I'm going to go with edgeless shotting gun type of thing is what it kind of looks like. But that implies that it's supposed to be a wing mission. You're recommended to do that with a wing, aka it'll be really tough solo. Hence the 1.7 million credit reward. So all the ones that are wing missions have a much higher... Ooh, 5 million. Woo! Woo! What is this? What is this now? 136 pirates. Good lord. Yeah, that's why. Wow, 5 million. It's tempting. It's tempting. So yeah, they've overhauled the missions like that. Oh, maybe it's under contacts? No. No, I'm pretty sure you have to do, pretty sure you have to be at the... the engineer. The engineer's actual system of preference, or what have you. Whatever you would call that. So yeah, I can't really show that off too much because we're not in a system that has it. I can show my inventory, which I don't really think is very all that special. Now, the other thing I'm not sure about is I don't know how much of this you actually have to pick up, because some of it, like, oh, wait a minute, this is data. Okay, so it's the data one that I have a lot of. I was like, because I've got shield patterns and blah, 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 but this is all just scanned data. It's not actually materials. So I don't really know where you get materials from. I've heard that some of them drop when you blow up ships, which is why when I blew up those ships in this episode, there was like all those little white remnant pieces, leftovers. So I've heard that that's where you get some of the stuff in different ships and stuff to drop different things. I don't really know. That would be kind of cool. So yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. What did I switch out my... I really don't know what I switched out my auto-docking for. It's been a while. I mean, it's been at least a month since I put out my last episode, so I kind of got lost as to where I was. I even logged back in and I was just floating in space, and I was like, oh, I never went back anywhere, I guess, between the last episodes. So, as far as if I was in the middle of doing something, I don't remember what it was. Let's see. So it would be under optional, I guess. Fuel scoop, planetary approach, module reinforcement, hull, fuel scoop. Oh, I went somewhere. That's what happened. I went somewhere and I took the cargo rack because I was going to try and get what I needed to do stuff for the engineers, and then I had the fuel scoop to get there. That's what it was. Okay, we'll leave it that way, because I do actually want to get some engineering done at some point. So we will leave it that way. No, I didn't mean the engineer panel. I meant the commodities. I wanted to see if there was anything that stood out as... I used to know what I was looking for. Now I don't remember what I was looking for. It was some kind of technology, I think. I don't think it was this stuff, though. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I was going to try and be clever and be like, this is what I'm after, but no, I don't remember. I think I was after whatever got me to grade 5 beam laser upgrades. Because I think that's the thing I wanted to upgrade the most, was change their either firepower or something, or was it shields? It was either shields or beam lasers. It was something I wanted to switch up. Maybe it was my shields that I wanted to upgrade. I don't really know. But yeah, I really like this thing too. I'll probably use it more on my way to stuff. You know, like to and from. Like, I was recording this time coming back, but there was a 2,000 light second thing, and I could have just let that, so, you know, I could have just let that play in the background type of thing. Oh, it actually has a speaker on what it is, so these two, I guess, are just... Galactic authorities have appealed to independent pilots to deliver foods, water, basic medicines, and natural fabrics to starports that have been attacked by Thargoids. Pilots can also help by evacuating civilians from affected starports. And, you know, this is funny. This is both, I think, in some ways a criticism as well as a hat nod. And I know that's going to sound funny. How do you criticize something and then also say good job at the same time? But I think it's really crazy in terms of making you feel like this galaxy is huge, to think that there's this stuff going on, right? There's Thargoid attacks, there's starports that need citizens evacuated. I'm over here just like bounty hunting. I'm like, whatever. I've never run into a Thargoid, never seen an affected starport, never run into, like, it's just funny how, you know, it's just funny to me how you can have all this stuff going on in the story of Elite in the galaxy, and then, like, I've never run into it. I'm not looking for it, but I've never run into it. Oh, there's a week in review. This is cool. Let's try it. Let's see what it does.
Week in review. Here are this week's major stories.
Wait a minute.
Aegis has published a report containing significant insights into the Thargoids. The
Are we playing Star
information was provided
Subnautica?
by the engineer Antar, compiled from recently decrypted logs at Guardian sites.
Okay.
The report indicates that the Guardians and the
stop.
Thargoids were once at war, due to
How do I
the
stop this?
Thargoids'
Oh,
belief
pause.
that they
All
had
the
a
way at the bottom.
pre-existing claim to the regions of space.
Okay, so first of all, are we playing Subnautica? Because pretty sure that's the same lady that told me that the, oh, what's the ship? The Aurora. Pretty sure that's the one that tells me the Aurora is going to blow up. But, yeah, so I won't make you guys sit through all that. But it's still a cool idea. I like that they have a weekend review. I like that they have the audio thing you could play while you're flying around. All that's pretty cool. I really like that. I really do like that addition because I've always liked the Galnet idea as a way to, for people like me that aren't really aware of what's going on in the story, it would actually help you know what's going on in the story without having to Google it or something. It's in-game. You can look at it within the game without ever leaving and still figure out what's going on. And I like that you can do that, but I never actually used it. I never opened it up and sat here for 10 minutes and read the news kind of thing. I don't even read the news in real life, so why would I read it in a game? So I like that they have it playing to where all those jumps, all those just, this is boring. I would normally put on like Spotify or something while I was flying through space. So it's really cool that they added that to where you can, is that it looks like a coffee thing off to your left, right? Like you're just like, just give me a drink. I just now noticed that way on my left there. It's probably something important, like you're supposed to be able to scan something, but it looks like a drink maker to me. So anyways, on that note, I think we're going to wrap things up for this episode. I do apologize if it wasn't quite as action-heavy. Like I said, please bear with me for this next episode or two of my series, as I not only get my production settings squared away, but also kind of get settled back into the routine of recording, remember what I was doing, remember the, get back into the flow of everything. So if you wouldn't mind bearing with me just a little bit and dealing with a couple of weird episodes here and there while I get my groove back, I would really appreciate it. And by the way, I didn't bring this up in my update somehow. I totally forgot about it. I recorded this after the update, if that wasn't already apparent. But the live stream, I reached 10,000 subs right before my computer crashed. So we're definitely doing that. I do not know when, nor do I know what. I don't know what we're doing yet. Surprisingly, I actually had quite a few people that suggested a Space Engineers Inspiration type live stream, which admittedly I've never done before. And it is my highest viewed series on my channel, so it doesn't really sound like a terrible idea. I just have to kind of figure out the logistics of how I want to do it. Do I pick a build? Do I leave it up to, the viewers and stuff while I'm streaming? I just got to figure out kind of the logistics. But once I get a handle on the logistics of what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it and stuff like that, I will release an update letting everybody know. But we're definitely doing some kind of special stream because 10,000 subs is amazing. Surprisingly, this is the funny part, I went away for like a month and I had 10,000, a little over 10,000 when I left. I had like 10,200 when I got back, and I'm like, wait, I haven't made any videos. I've been gone for a month. How did I get 200 more subscribers? So that's pretty freaking epic. So thank you guys for all of that. I really do appreciate you sticking with me for going just radio silent for a month and not really having a very detailed explanation. Though YouTube itself has changed up some of its things, like the discussion panel that I used is now gone, and there's this whole, like, you can post pictures and you can do, so keep an eye out on that thing for major updates. If something like that ever happens again, that's probably where I'm going to be posting that in my Facebook page and stuff like that. But I don't do a lot of the other social media stuff. I'm not into Instagram and all that kind of stuff, so I don't really have any other better way of getting the word out when something like that happens and I can't make a video about it. So I would say the best bets are to look at the new discussion community, whatever they're calling it, page now on the YouTube channel, as well as my Facebook page. Now, I will let you guys know I am working on it. It's been slow because I've been doing other things. I've been working on my book and stuff. Again, I talked about it in my update video. But I am working on redoing my YouTube website, like Sleepless Night Studios. It'll be at a different URL. When I get it done. It's not right now, so don't go there. It's just nothing. But when I get it done, it'll be sksyoutube.com. And once I do that, I could update my website or something like that. If something like this ever happened where I couldn't make a video on it, I would say go to the web page and check out for news there. I might have like a news section or an announcement page or whatever. But with that, we're going to wrap up this episode. Again, let me know if there's anything that stands out to you guys with the new setting-wise in terms of the graphical quality or the audio balancing or anything like that. Anything that stands out to you, whether it be good or bad, just let me know. And also, be sure to thank Zazlus Arden in the comments for helping me out so helpfully and majorly with getting back up and running again. It was very appreciated, still is. And with that, we're going to wrap up here. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.